Ooh. All right, now that we're done with sports, we took our restroom break. We're switching beers. Movies and TV shows is next.
What about them?
What have we been watching lately? We watch, you listen. Anything you? What have you been watching? You've watched anything?
I watched like way too much stuff lately.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
I'm
a lot
proud of you.
stuff,
There you
a
go.
lot of stuff.
There you go.
What did you want to talk about, sir?
Let's start with. Did you watch the Thunderbolts movie?
I did. I saw it.
Oh,
I saw it premiere day.
so did I.
Not.
So did I.
I saw it. So I saw it Thursday because I have to work.
I saw
Friday
it. Yeah,
night,
I saw it Thursday too.
so I went Thursday.
Samies.
So I went to the same movie theater 2 days in a row because I saw the re-release of Revenge of the Sith in 4DX.
Oh,
That was fun.
I bet, huh?
And then I went the next day to see Thunderbolts. So.
Thunderbolts, the new Avengers. Your asterisk.
Spoiler alert.
The new Avengers. So spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. I'm pretty sure you have by now if you're watching this. Maybe. But yeah, so tell me how horrible the movie was and just how Marvel's just falling apart with this movie.
I mean, that's the narrative, right?
Yeah, it's just
you know what I thought
worst
we should do?
Marvel movie since She-Hulk or whatever.
That wasn't a movie, but
or show or whatever. Worst Marvel thing.
And wasn't that bad either. So, but you know what I think we should do? What I thought sounded fun. Maybe we could do it impromptu in this episode if you wanted to.
Impromptu.
We should do a scorecard.
Scorecard
of phase 1 through 4, and then everything after that, and see like bad movies versus good movies, and see exactly how bad, because everything like that Marvel does that's good, everybody wants to say, "Oh, Marvel's back," or Marvel's making something good again. And like it'd be fun to do a scorecard and see like how many actual good versus bad movies were in the first 4 phases compared to now, post Endgame, when everyone wants to say that it's all dog shit, when really there's only been 2 things that have been subpar, and the rest of it has all been, base hits at the very least. But that's just, me riffing a little bit.
So you want to do all like from...
You want to do an impromptu?
I guess that's what we're doing here.
Scorecard. So what
are we doing?
So we need comps, right? So you got...
this is the chronic...
That's the chronological. It's not release order.
That's not release order. No. Okay, so we got to find the release order.
Talks about how great phase 1 through 4 was, right?
Okay.
And how post Endgame, which is the Multiverse Saga, how supposedly the MCU has died and it's not good anymore.
Yeah, it's
blah, 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 blah. So I just thought it would be fun to actually look at it and see, like, okay, so what are the things that they have done post Endgame that everyone's like, oh, this is really good, compared to what is not so good, and do that with the same phase 1 through 4 where everyone's like, oh, this is really good versus this is not so good, and see like how it stacks up. Because I'm going to go out on a limb here. Yeah. And I don't really need to go that far out on a limb because I already know the answer. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Pretty close. All right.
You may have phase 1 through 4, the Infinity Saga, if you will. We'll call it the Infinity Saga. It may be slightly better, but we've talked about this before.
23 crazy movies
where you can't like always expect perfection. Like you can't even the Infinity Saga wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination.
No, there are a couple clunkers in there.
But revisionist history will tell you, oh, MCU was amazing and now it's not so great. And I just think that's a load of shit when you actually compare it side by side. So I thought it would be fun to kind of do that, although it's kind of an undertaking that we didn't plan for.
No,
clearly,
so. Didn't plan for it here.
So going back to Thunderbolts, I'll talk about that while you're dicking around.
Yeah, go for it.
Just look up the Marvel MCU, the Infinity Saga.
I got it. Actually, I got it. I got it all.
Okay, so I really enjoyed Thunderbolts.
I got it all. Yep.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was lean and mean, and it didn't get wrapped up. I feel like when I'm watching it, I feel like because everybody wants to complain about the MCU, I feel like there's things that people will complain about, but at the same time, like I'm kind of okay with them trimming the fat and just kind of just going, because it's not a fucking 6-episode series on Disney Plus. Like it's just like you get to the point. Let's keep it moving. We gotta get this movie done in 2 hours and 5 minutes or whatever. And it just kind of it goes and it flows and the characters are well done. My one critique maybe would be the Taskmaster being kind of unceremoniously dispatched.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
she,
kind of like,
it was
oh,
like
come on.
it was like a TV show that
Yeah.
she was written out of because
Yeah.
I don't know, but who knows what behind the scenes? Maybe the
Yeah.
actress didn't want to do it. Maybe there was contract conflicts, whatever it may be. But it kind of had that feel where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
this character doesn't want to do this show anymore, so let's just write him out of it real quick.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what they did. But other than that, like the story was great. The characters are all great. The actors, everybody, it's top tier.
What was the actor's? What was her name? The main.
Olga Kurylenko
Yeah, she's fantastic. It's just
as
good.
Taskmaster.
No, not as
Well, I thought that's who you were asking.
No, I'm talking about
Yelena.
Yelena, yeah. What's her?
Oh,
What's
come
the
on.
actress' name? What's her name? I
That's,
forget. I forget her name. Sorry, I'm blanking. But she's fantastic. It just outstanding.
Why am I forgetting your name now? You rubbed off on me.
I rubbed off on you. Comedy, emotion, action. She's just
first of all,
outstanding in this movie.
I'm a huge mark for Yelena.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Because ever since she came on the scene in Black Widow, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You're first of all, you're smoking hot. You know,
So
for whatever that's worth. But then,
did you watch Midsummer?
She's great. But then you're also awesome, and when she popped up in Hawkeye, I'm like, I'm just like, whenever she's on screen, it's like, I love this character. Like Yelena is just like, she's the shit, man. She's so cool, and like just a great character. Yeah. And that was one of the highlights of the Hawkeye series was when she made her appearance on that.
Did you watch Fighting with My Family? It's
it's
good. She's in that. She's really good in that.
Why did you make me forget her name? Seriously,
I forgot
did you do to my brain, man?
Google it for me.
You totally rubbed
this
off on me.
Yep.
Holy shit! Like, how can I forget that?
I suck at.
Maybe it's the beer.
I suck at remembering actresses and actors' names. Like I'm just. It always goes over my head.
Pugh.
There you go.
Good God, man, Jesus! Hanging out with you too long and drinking too many beers.
That's what happens.
We forget that.
All right. So what are we doing? Are we grading this from 1 through 10?
Well, no,
these
what are your
Marvels,
thoughts
or
on
what?
Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts. I loved it. It's very has a good emotional comedic, a lot of comedic stuff, which was really good. Because some of the comedy stuff, like in Marvel, sometimes it doesn't hit, but this one hit really good. Had good comedy spots, and then when it didn't need to be comedy, it was really heartfelt. And the action was really good in this movie, and just everything was. I loved it. It was fantastic.
I really love the representation of depression.
Yes, that too. That too as well.
The void, right?
Yeah.
The darkness.
Lot of the void in
and what
from the beginning of the movie all the way to the end.
And Sentry being able to somehow project that out into the world was a really cool effect. And a good idea, like a cool idea, because that's not from the comics. No. That's something that they kind of came up with for this character in this iteration of the character in this movie, and projecting it on the world, and not like vaporizing everybody, but just sucking them into the void to where they're all reliving their most traumatic events of their life, and like you don't really get it. It's like a nexus, right, where they're just all kind of like, and everyone's kind of like, whenever it happens to them, they're like, "What was that?" Like, they're just. It's weird, like, and the movie doesn't like. It's really lean, like I said. It doesn't go out of its way to try to explain like the science of it to you or anything like that. It just happens, and you just kind of go with it, and it's more effective because of that. Like if they were all standing around, if Julia Louis-Dreyfus was standing around like explaining the science behind the Sentry experiment, stuff like that, it would have really bogged it down and made it lame. It was just unnecessary. They understood that. They're like, we don't need to explain this. It doesn't matter.
He took
the movie's about the characters. It's not about like the science behind the powers or what the experiments were.
The whatever it was, the forum or whatever he took to make him super.
Yeah, whatever experiments they were doing on him, they didn't get. But that's what I mean. They didn't bog it down with a bunch of explanation because like
they didn't need to, because we already know.
Well, it's not even that we know. It's just that the
character,
serum, right? The Julia Louis-Dreyfus character was clearly they were doing some sort of experimentation to create metahumans, and so that's all we need. It's like they did something. Yeah. All their test subjects died. She thought all of them died, but this one survived in the box, which unbeknownst to them.
She's great in that role too. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
Great.
And so like and just kind of everything just kind of moves, and you're kind of viewing it from the level of the characters, from Yelena primarily, but also the other characters there, John Walker and Ghost and and Taskmaster, not really.
Who?
And Red Guardian, and who's awesome, by the way,
Yeah,
as always. The other thing that would have helped if it was a longer form, you would have gotten more backstory into John Walker, which I feel like would have been
That's
good.
true too. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Because you only got the one scene when he got sucked into the void, and like you had his flashback,
Yeah.
and you kind of got that little bit of character development. But I feel like it could have been more. But it didn't really hurt the movie. It's just like honestly, it just kind of left you wanting more, which is not a bad thing because it didn't leave you wanting more because the movie wasn't good. It left you wanting more because you're like, I like these characters and want to see more of them, which is a good thing.
Yep. And then the end credit. Spoilers with the Fantastic Four. I was like, yeah, that's one of the end credits that they finally like. It's gonna, you kind of know it's gonna come and pay off. So I'm pretty excited for it. I can't wait for Fantastic Four now. It's like, ooh,
looks great from the trailers.
It does. It
Yeah,
does.
so
Really
it looks
does.
great.
So, all right. So how are we rating this? So you gonna do the Dave Meltzer 5-star score here on these movies, or
Fuck Dave Meltzer. I would give it 4 stars. I think it's solid 4.
4?
Yeah.
But like all these other movies.
Oh, all these other ones.
What are we doing?
I just wanted to go through and just compare and contrast. Like, so, well, I guess we can't do series because there was no series in Phase 1 unless you count the Netflix series. But
No, I'm not really.
So we'll do the movies, but I'll also touch on the series as well, so we can look at how terrible the Multiverse Saga has been according to everybody.
Yeah, horrible.
So it starts with WandaVision. Gee, that sucked.
That was great, actually.
Exactly.
I like the WandaVision.
Great. WandaVision was fantastic.
Yeah.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a little bit underrated at this point, honestly, I feel like. I really liked that. I really enjoyed that show.
I did too. I like that one as well.
And I liked the introduction of U.S. Agent John Walker.
We gotta give this a rating though, like 5.
Well, we're gonna spend all day on this. I just wanted to go through it.
Okay. Loki season 1 is next.
Loki. Come on.
That's great. Great season.
Yeah,
great series right there.
So okay, now we're into the first movie. So we're gonna compare that to the first movie of. Why are you looking at it? You're supposed to be looking at the other one.
What other? What am I looking for?
The Infinity Saga.
Infinity
we can't do a
Saga?
side-by-side comparison. We only have one side.
Okay. So.
So first movie was Iron Man.
Yes.
First movie in the Multiverse Saga is Black Widow. Iron Man clearly better. Better.
Yes.
But I'm here to shout out a little bit to Black Widow because I feel like that gets a bad rap because Yelena is awesome. Red Guardian is awesome. And Black Widow is still great. She's still
great.
awesome.
She's fantastic.
So the weak spot of that movie is probably the treatment of Taskmaster as the villain.
Yeah.
Which circles back around on Thunderbolts as well. But other than that, it is a good movie and it's not a failure for the MCU by any stretch of the imagination. But Iron Man is better.
Yes.
What If season 1? Awesome.
Oh, great. I like What If.
Shang-Chi.
It was great too.
So
I like Shang-Chi.
What's the second movie in the Infinity Saga?
Is Iron Man 2, right? But I thought
No,
Incredible Hulk.
Shang-Chi
I thought
is better than
Incredible Hulk was before Iron Man.
No.
No? Okay.
No,
I got that
it's
wrong.
second. So Shang-Chi is better than the Incredible Hulk by far.
Yes, I agree with that one. Yes.
That's really not a contest.
No.
Incredible Hulk, it's fine. I like it,
Yes.
but it's a weak spot in.
I liked how they've gotten back to that. Like,
are we keeping score? Because I don't know if we.
I don't know. Just we're doing it.
Eternals is the next movie versus Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 is better, by far. Sure. Well, by far, I don't know if I'd say that. I like Iron Man 2 a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Eternals is
I like
a
Iron Man
touch
2.
underrated
Yeah.
because
I recently
pretends like it
rewatched
sucks
it, so,
and it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Iron Man 2 is better, but it's not. It's not a wide gap there. It's not a wide gap. Okay. Next, we got Hawkeye, the TV series.
Great,
awesome.
Great show.
Awesome. Again, people want to act like the Multiverse Saga has just sucked. How about one of the biggest movies of all time, Spider-Man: No Way Home?
Oh,
I mean, come on. Like, what is that competing with
Thor?
Thor? Jesus Christ!
Thor
blows it out of the fucking water, and
Yeah.
like it's just not even a contest. Moon Knight. Awesome.
Moon Knight's great.
Yeah.
I love Moon Knight.
Multiverse of Madness versus the First Avenger. That's close. I'll give it to the First Avenger, but that is close, honestly.
That is close. That is close.
First Avenger is
it's great. It's fantastic.
But it's also not the best of the.
No,
Chris
it's not.
Evans
It's not. It's
so.
not. But it's still a good. The first, like a first.
Yeah. So I'll give you
Are
Ms. Marvel was good.
Are we doing like the Avengers
Hold on,
movies?
or I'm not to the next movie yet.
Your Ms. Marvel
is a TV
oh,
show.
that's a TV show. That's right.
So
that's right.
it was good. I enjoyed it.
I like the show. That's
so
a
the
good
next
show.
one is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes.
We've lost all the viewers.
No,
We're doing this for our own.
It's their own fun. I don't even know what's going on.
Thor: Love and Thunder, which loses to the Avengers. The Avengers is obviously way better.
Yeah, way better.
So next we got. She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, which is fun. It's not great, but it's fun. I enjoyed it.
It's okay.
It's good stuff. Werewolf by Night was awesome.
What was it?
Werewolf by Night.
Oh yeah,
fucking
awesome. Great.
I love me some Elsa Bloodstone.
Yes, that's good shit. That's good shit.
Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, severely underrated movie.
Yeah.
To me, this is actually a sneaky great movie, especially when you view it in hindsight of the dramatic heft there, and Ryan Coogler's direction, and kind of just the emotional impact of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's better than Iron Man 3, which is next on your list. I love Iron Man 3, don't get me wrong, but Wakanda Forever is better.
Yeah.
Objectively, it's better.
I'm same.
So, and a couple of things I want to shout out to that is I once again caught a bit of of Aquaman on.
The newest one?
The original.
The original? Okay.
And I just got to say, everything they did with Namor in Wakanda Forever is so much better than everything with Aquaman.
Yeah.
That movie's a cartoon. It really is. Like, it's just, the more I watch it, the more I'm like, none of this is believable. Yeah. The visual effects of all the underwater effects, everything just looks super
it looks
like they're in
almost.
space. Like, it just doesn't work. Yeah. When you see all the underwater stuff with Namor in Wakanda Forever, it looks realistic. Like, it looks like they're actually on the ocean floor.
Okay.
And plus all of the dramatic stuff with Shuri, the death of T'Challa, all that stuff is done really well. It's a really heavy movie, and it works. It works really well.
All right.
Holiday Quantumania. Okay, so this is versus The Dark World. I'm taking Quantumania.
I'm taking Quantumania as well.
Most people would say that this is the worst movie of the Multiverse Saga, but it's still better than the worst movie of the Infinity Saga. Again, I don't feel like the scorecards are very far apart here.
No.
They're really not.
They're not. No.
But apparently,
those both were like meh.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, great movie. Now, it's not The Winter Soldier. It's not The Winter Soldier.
That's a tough one.
It's close, though.
Because both are really good.
Exactly.
Both are really good movies.
I'm taking The Winter Soldier just because I like the thriller aspect.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take
And I love Cap. I'm a huge Cap fan. So that puts it over the top for me. But Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is... Again, when people talk about the new MCU sucking, I think they just forget about that movie because it's really great.
It's great shit.
Secret Invasion. This is the one major failure for the TV side.
I didn't like the show as much.
And it's still, to me, its only real failure is that it should have been bigger.
Yeah.
It still has elements that work.
And then I felt like the Marvels should have came before this, because I felt like there should have been a continuation with that show into the Marvels. Right? There should have been some sort of continuity with it. And there wasn't any. So I felt like Miss Marvel, or the Marvels, and then this show, I think it would have made a little more sense. And I might even like the show a little bit more.
Even if the order wasn't changed like that, it just needed to be bigger. There needed to be
continuity.
continuity.
A little bit bigger, yes.
There needed to be continuity. Instead, it felt very standalone. Yeah. And because of that, to me, it wasn't as good. Secret Invasion needs to be bigger. There's even a line in I forget what it was. Was it the new Daredevil show maybe where he asked could it have been a scroll?
Yeah,
I think it was Daredevil.
It was Daredevil.
And it's like I just feel like Secret Invasion should have been bigger because of what that story is in the overall Marvel universe. Yeah. So that was to me was the main failure. Yeah. The actors are great. It has a lot of great scenes. The actors cast is great, and there's good ideas in it. The Super Skrull, introducing the Super Skrull was an interesting idea and was fun. But to me, it's the only real misfire from the TV series, because She-Hulk to me was better. Yeah. And I still wouldn't call Secret Invasion a complete failure. I feel like it was, a foul ball. They got some lumber on the ball. They got some wood on it. They just couldn't quite get a base hit at it.
All right.
Loki season 2.
Oh, good, good stuff.
So next movie, The Marvels versus Age of Ultron.
No,
That's
it was Guardians of the
closer.
Galaxy.
Oh,
Guardians
Guardians of the Galaxy wins
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Marvels, I enjoyed. I actually really enjoyed that movie, but it's not Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, it's not Guardians.
There's no way. Not even close. No. But I still like the Marvels a lot. I feel like that's kind of an unsung movie because it's really fun. It's just really, and honestly, it's fun in the way that Guardians is. It just doesn't have James Gunn directing.
Yeah,
to me,
true.
that's what really puts Guardians over the top.
It does.
Marvel's honestly tried to be a lot like that movie.
Yeah.
Just didn't have James Gunn at the top. So. What if Echo was good.
Echo, I liked Echo.
I enjoyed it.
I like Echo a lot.
Kind of a ho hum. It's a solid single to me. It's a single.
I'm hoping Echo kind of goes into the next season of Daredevil.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
That would be cool. It'd be cool for me. It's a solid single to me.
It is.
It's a nice little base hit. Not everything has to be a home run. It's good stuff. Deadpool and Wolverine, one of the highest grossing rated R movie of all time.
Oh yeah.
Again,
I liked it.
We want to act like the MCU is dead, yet this movie comes out and just does fucking monster business. Versus Age of Ultron, it's a better movie than Age of Ultron.
It is.
It's definitely a better movie than Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron has some great stuff in it. It's just not as consistent as the other Avengers movies. Agatha,
I like that show. Really good show.
It's fucking great.
Good show.
Like, it's really great. Yeah. I think I mentioned this before.
Yes.
Why is Catherine Hahn like really hot?
Really
as Agatha?
hot.
I don't
really
know what it is.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know either.
She's not like a classically beautiful actress, but as Agatha, she's like super sexy. I don't know what it is.
I like it too.
Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Awesome.
Oh, good
It's
show.
awesome.
Good
It's
show.
really good.
I like the show.
Really good. Brave New World is next against Ant-Man. Ant-Man's better, but not. I mean, Ant-Man's better.
Ant-Man's better.
It's just a more enjoyable, entertaining movie.
Yeah.
Brave New World was like really great in spots,
Yeah.
but then lulled in spots.
I felt like it wanted to be a TV show, but they decided to turn it into a movie.
A couple things.
Maybe it would be better if it was a TV show, but
a couple of things about Brave New World is Harrison Ford was great.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he brought a lot of depth to that character and a lot of feeling that didn't necessarily deserve to be there. Like, I felt like the character before that had been kind of one-dimensional. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he comes in and there's like a gravitas. There's like, he's like, there's internal conflict. Like, he sold that pretty well. I felt pretty good about that. The introduction of Joaquin was okay. I guess he's a pretty good foil for Sam Wilson. I'm not like a huge Joaquin fan all of a sudden, but like they want you to be. But he's still enjoyable as a character. And but the action scenes were great. So one thing I will give that movie is by the time you get to the finals, to the big climactic battle between Cap and Red Hulk, my heart was pounding.
Yeah,
like I was fucking ready. Like, let's fucking go. And it was good. Like they paid it off really well. The climax worked really well. I just feel like the movie as itself was a little hit and miss. Yeah. Ant-Man's a more enjoyable time.
It is, yeah.
But again, Brave New World was still a solid. I'd give it a solid double. You know, better than a single. It's not a single. It's better than just a straight base hit. I'd say it's a solid double.
All right. Doing baseball stuff. All right.
Okay. Analogies.
Man. Okay, analogies.
Born Again.
Okay.
Born Again's next.
Yeah, good. I mean, good show.
Yeah,
I mean, we haven't talked about that yet, and that was on my list of what we've been watching lately. So, Born Again. It started off really good, then it kind of like in the middle, kind of. I'm
okay with it being a slow burn.
It was definitely a big slow burn.
I'm so okay with
that. I liked it too. I just hope Foggy's still dead. I just hope he's still dead.
What makes you think he's not still dead?
Well, in the comics, he was.
Well, it's the comics.
Yeah,
I thought.
I hope he in this world he's still dead, because otherwise, like, his grieving, like, process and like just finding out that no, he's still alive, like it would make like.
No, they're not going to do that. You can do that in the comic book world. Yeah, in the comic book world, you bring people back from the dead all the time. Yeah. You're not really doing that unless you're the CW. Yeah. You're not doing that but in the MCU you're not really doing that. When someone's dead, they're dead. They're not bringing back Iron Man, for example, or Tony Stark. Yeah. So unless he's Doctor Doom in an alternate universe.
Alternate universes and
the multiverse saga,
right?
So my thoughts on Born Again, I thought it was excellent. Yeah. And I'm like, my only complaint is that the season 2 cannot get here soon enough.
No.
Because they leave you wanting season 2 so
much more.
That's like the only thing is like there's all this build up, and then you feel like it's gonna explode and get to the climax, and they're like, you're gonna wait till season 2 for it. You're like, motherfuckers, but I'm here for it. I'm ready.
I can't remember.
Bring it on.
I still can't remember his name, but the guy that it's painting with the blood. What was his name in the show?
Too much alcohol.
But I felt like Muse. I feel like his character was just like, thrown in.
But to be
fair,
then
like he dies. I'm like, oh.
To be fair, he is kind of a throw-in.
He's very throw-in.
He's not Kingpin,
no.
right? He's
not Kingpin. But I thought they maybe could have done a little bit more with him.
By the way, the way they built up Kingpin in this season, fucking great,
fucking epic.
Yeah,
just his arc of just getting to where he is now.
Yeah, then the last episode where the way he, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Elektra's kind of return to consciousness in the Defenders series.
Okay.
Because it's the same beat when there's the big spoiler alert. There's the big kill, right? In Defenders, she kills Sigourney Weaver, who you thought was going to be the big bad, the big villain, the star, right? And then she kills her, and then she looks, and she's got blood all over her face, and she has that really cold Elektra look on her face, which is just awesome. And then she looks at everybody, she's like, any questions? And then fucking Kingpin does the same thing, but in a much more brutal fashion. It's brutal as fuck.
It is.
Awesome.
It's great.
It's so Wilson Fisk and Kingpin from the comics. It has a very comic book feel to it.
Yeah.
And it's super well done. So yeah, it leaves you wanting the second season like yesterday. So it's like, can we have more episodes, please? Thunderbolts.
I mean, and then Captain America Civil War.
Civil War wins that one. I love Thunderbolts, but Civil War wins that one.
I mean, you go through Marvel Phase 3, it's just epic
banger
after
banger. With the 1 weak spot being nothing. I don't know. Captain Marvel, I guess, is the 1 weak spot.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, maybe.
That's the
but I mean, I still love Captain Marvel. It was a great movie.
But I mean, the point that I was getting at before we went on this giant 20-minute long tangent was that when you compare the scorecards, if you go back and review this video, there's not
movie by movies.
They're pretty close. Yeah. The Multiverse Saga might be down a little bit, but not as much as people would have you believe. Like it's right there. It's pretty neck and neck.
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't come to the same highs as the Infinity Saga, it's like, so what? You can't always expect to hit a home run. Like we said before, sometimes you got to be happy with a triple. A triple is fucking huge. Just be happy with that. You can't always think that like, oh, well, the Infinity Saga was the most amazing thing we've ever seen. So now you got to give us the next most amazing thing we've ever seen. It's like, how do you capture? How do you do nothing but capture lightning in a bottle? That's your only trick. It's like all I do is capture lightning in a bottle. I do it every time. It's like, okay, So
all right. Well, I think we're off our Marvel soapbox here now, and let's move on to other things that we have been watching lately. I know you probably haven't seen this, but Warfare.
I have not seen it.
Oh. It is probably the most like gut-wrenching, shocking, and unreal like war movie I've ever seen.
Really, it got great reviews. I saw that. So
the sound, like in this, like I saw in theaters, the sound quality, like in this movie, there's no soundtrack, there's no like
no music
or everything. It's
no
just,
score,
or score, if you will. Yeah, it's wow.
That makes it more visceral.
It's great.
Yeah.
It is a great fucking war movie. If you watched The Last of Us,
yes.
Are you caught up from the
3 episodes?
3 episodes.
Watched 3 episodes.
3. You haven't seen the 4th one yet.
No.
Okay. Good shit.
Yeah, I mean, played
good
the game.
Shit.
So
like, yeah, played. You haven't even finished.
No, but I've played enough of the second game to where. But
you probably should finish it.
Yeah, I know I should. You're right.
I replayed it before the season. I'm glad I did. And I still got the same chill like when like in episode 2. This is spoilers if you haven't seen it, or played the game. In episode 2, when she says, and this is Joel. This is Joel. I got fucking chills as soon as he said his name. Like, oh shit, they're gonna fucking kill him.
Oh shit! As soon as they said Joel's name.
Yeah, as soon as they said Joel's name at the end of that episode, like,
yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh fuck! They're gonna do it because there's rumors, in the show that they weren't going to kill
or that
him.
they would delay it.
They would delay it
They
a
would
little
delay
bit.
it. Yeah.
Or
No,
they
they
weren't.
came out just like in the
Flying
game.
right in the game.
The game would happen in like chapter 2,
Yeah.
and then here it happens in episode 2. It's like right on point. Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I still got chills when he said that. Oh shit! What an epic! Like even episode 3, it was kind of like a lull, but because in the game
it was so well done, and
it's
the
so
dramatic
well done.
heft
Yeah,
was,
because in
was
the
well
game
done.
you don't get that.
No, you don't get the town meeting and all that stuff.
Town meeting, but you don't get that grieving process in the game.
With Tommy especially
in,
there too. Yeah, because Tommy disappears.
Yeah, and like in the show, you get that grieving process a lot more than you do in the game, because the game's action, oriented. You got to kind of move on.
There's some interesting choices they made in the show too, which are good choices.
Yeah.
They're not interesting like in a bad way.
Yeah.
But like in the game, Tommy just immediately goes off the deep end
Yeah.
and disappears, and because he's essentially on a suicide mission in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he goes by himself.
He goes by himself. So in the
And
show, he doesn't.
It's a suicide mission,
Yeah.
right? Like he's because he's snapping off the deep end, and it's over with, right? He leaves everything and thinks obviously he's not planning on returning.
No.
In the show, it's different, and in the show, he's grieving in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
You also have other elements in the show, like again the town meeting, right? The therapist, which is not in the game.
It was in the game,
and Dina's relationship with Joel and her being there in the lodge was not in the game. That was an interesting twist that they've done with everything. Yeah, it's
show it's on point.
Oh, by the way, the whole raid of the infected on the
town too. Yeah, it was in the game as well. And that was beautiful. That was awesome, dude. It was an awesome action scene right there. Good show. I'm excited to keep watching it. Dude. I'm fantastic with it. Andor. Have you watched any of Andor?
3 episodes. Yeah.
The first 3?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen the 4 through 6.
Oh, really?
Yes, I haven't seen the newest one yet. So yeah, they're doing it in like every 3 episodes is a year. So the first 3,
really?
yeah. So the first 3 is, I think it was a year after season 1, and then episodes 4 through 6 is a year after episode 3, and then they're doing that like so 7 through 9 is a year after that as well. So that's how they're kind of doing it.
This show is on another level. And one thing that I saw with the first 2 episodes, I was like, okay, they're really embracing the slow burn thing, right?
Very slow,
which is fine. I like it, but I was just like, it's so intriguing to me, like because you just don't see Star Wars get this deep and heavy.
That's true too.
With
yeah,
things because the writing is so well done, and the acting is so well done. Everybody sells it. Like there's no part of it that comes off, even though it's a slow burn. There's no part of it that comes off as like, what the fuck are they doing here? It's all like world building and society building, not just world building, but like you really get a feel for kind of what's going on with the people and the ground level, like what is going on with the people. In a way, it's like if you were to, I don't know, this analogy just popped into my head, but if you were like to really go deep into German society during the rise of anti-Semitism and the Nazi Party, right? And really get into like, okay, this is what people were doing at cocktail parties and dinner parties and, political meetings and like, just with trying to create some sort of resistance beneath the surface and being very secretive and all of this stuff, the politics and the what the civilians were doing and illegal immigrants and all kinds of just there's so many things. It's like whoa, it's such universe and world building. And none of it comes off as wasted. Like it all feels like it has a meaning, and that's a testament to the writing. And then after the first 2 episodes, you get to episode 3, which brings it all to a climax. Like you said, the first year, and it's like okay, it's just a huge payoff. And the show's just on another level of the way it's building kind of those mini arcs within the overall arc, and just there's like, even if it's not riveting you the way that Last of Us comes out of the gate and doing, like you feel what it's doing, and it's like okay, the the production and the writing of this show is just on a complete another level. It's high drama, but in the Star Wars universe. I mean, you just don't really
you don't
see
see that much. No.
So,
no,
I mean, you do get drama in the Star Wars
Yeah.
universe. We talked about how something like The Bad Batch
Bad
took
Batch,
a
yeah.
really dramatic turn and kind of went
Definitely
where you didn't
did,
expect
yeah.
it and you were like, oh shit, all of a sudden this
Mhm.
is no longer like a fun swashbuckling show,
Yeah.
but now it's got dramatic heft.
Dramatic.
Andor is like that all the way through.
Yeah.
And it did that in the first season as well when
Yeah.
all of a sudden there's a 3-episode arc of when he's in prison and you're like, what the fuck is this? But it's like, this is riveting. Like, it's just fantastic. It's amazing storytelling. And the show is just
show's great.
Yeah.
The latest or the second to latest 4 through 6 is great as well. Good stuff. I'm excited to keep moving on with this show. It's great. Black Mirror. Did you watch the newest season so far? Have you watched any?
2 episodes.
2 episodes. Good.
3 episodes.
Yeah.
3 episodes. Maybe watch 3.
Yeah.
3.
Good
yeah,
stuff.
3 episodes.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. Come
great,
on now. Black Mirror's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, just outstanding. You've watched, I mean, the last season.
I watched every season.
The Frontier, or like I can't. Oh, you'll enjoy like the very last episode because it ties into like one of the last season of one of that stuff. And I got Heretic, the movie Heretic. It's about Mormons, doing their thing, going door to door, talking to people and stuff like that. And they knock on this one door, and this guy comes, they bring him in, and just, it's all hell breaks loose. And it's a very dialogue good movie. It's a very good kind of like, talking about religion and stuff. Very dialogue based, and just it has its scary moments and has its like thriller moments. It's really good. I know you're not into like the horror. It's not very horror like, but it's very religious dialogue.
I mean, I like
back
horror.
And
I'm
forth.
just not super into it. But
I think you would like this one. This one is, I would say, very must watch for you to watch that one. That's good stuff. Other than that, that's about all I got.
Have you watched Invincible?
I never watched Invincible.
How have we not talked about Invincible?
I don't know because I've never watched it.
You need to move that wherever it is. Move
Yeah.
it immediately to the top of your list.
I'm
because
watching-
It's fucking incredible.
I just started watching season 6 of The Sopranos, so I'm like knee deep in that right now.
that's
So maybe after that, I'll watch. I'll
old
start
news, but it's a
start
great
watching
show.
that. Yeah.
But no,
Invincible.
top of your list. Immediately.
I've heard good things.
Dude,
I just never.
you are gonna love that show.
Is
That
it
show is
the-
fucking incredible.
Season 3 or 2?
Yeah, season 3.
Okay, yeah. I heard good things.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
It's just it never falters. It
Yeah.
never takes a step. It's just full bore. The whole way you're just riveted. It's one of the best animated shows you'll ever see.
Is it like The Boys or something like that, or
No, it just happens to be a superhero show on
show.
Amazon.
on Amazon? Yeah.
But it's not. It doesn't. It's not. It doesn't really hold much comparison to The Boys.
Okay.
I mean, it's ultra violent like The Boys
Yeah,
is, but other than that, it's very different.
yeah.
But
Okay.
it's really really great.
Yeah.
Really really great, and it's
Okay.
it's an absolute must watch. Get on that
Okay, cool.
immediately.
Sounds like a plan that I'll have to do eventually. Yes, I
feel
will
like there was
do.
another-
I'll do.
was there
What
a
else
movie
have
I
you
watched
watched
recently? I don't know.
Watch a movie, show. No. A lot of stuff. Flying around there.
Oh yeah. I finally
Whoa.
started getting to season 2 of the House of the Dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Finally,
I like it.
I don't.
I like it a lot. It's
What
great.
episode are you on?
I just did the one. So there was the episode where the big dragon. There was the dragon fight where the
okay.
where the king goes down.
Goes down. That's like
Yeah.
2 or 3.
That's episode
It's
5.
Maybe
Five.
5.
Episode 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I really liked the episode before that
Yeah.
where what's her name? I'm so bad with names.
Yeah,
Sneaks into King Landing to have the
yes.
meeting with.
Oh,
with
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I thought that was really well done. Like it was really to me. I don't know. The show
Yeah.
is really successful at building drama, and it does really well. It's
Yeah.
still not Game of Thrones, but nothing
No,
ever will be
no.
because that show was lightning in a bottle for
Mhm.
sure. But
All right.
but like I'm really enjoying like the build up. Now maybe it'll pay off or not pay off and lead you into season 3. But fucking Daredevil did that, and it was still great. So
All right.
it was it just is what it is. But
Okay.
they want to keep you watching. But so far, I'm really enjoying what they're doing, and I'm really enjoying the intrigue and the storytelling and everything.
All right.
But I thought that scene where she sneaks into the church to meet with her former best friend. I thought that was really well done.
That was very well done.
And the talk that they had, and when she's like, "Wait, he told you what?" That's the Song of Ice and Fire. What? So no, he was talking about Aegon the Conqueror, not your son. Yeah. And then she pauses for a second. She's like, you can tell the wheels are turning. She's like,
"Fuck."
And internally, she's like, "Fuck." But then she's like, "Nope, it's done. It's done. Nope. Just
can't go back.
Get out of here.
Can't go
get
back.
out of here."
We're done.
Yeah, and it's like, but that just it was just well done about how they created that kind of intrigue, and it was like a subtle twist.
Yeah. I feel you there.
And then the last episode,
some bright spots.
The last episode with the dragon battle was really cool.
That was good. That was a good one. Right on.
I say the last episode.
The last
episode I watched.
You've watched. Yeah. Episode 5 or 4 or 5 or whatever. All right. Well, cool. That's it. That wraps up episode 29 of Beer Night. We do have more content coming your way for this episode. We're going to record it separately. We're going to do some
But that
music.
wraps up the episode.
That wraps up like this kind of part of the episode of 29 of Beer Night. We do some music reactions here in a little bit. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and hit that notification button so you get every show that pops up on there, and it just notifies you that it's live and ready to go.
And you know what
watch.
You can actually do too? You can actually watch them, not just get notified, but you can actually watch and you can comment, you can do all kinds of stupid shit.
So many things.
You can tell
bad comments, good comments.
You can tell all your friends about how fucking ugly this show is and how terrible it is. And
sound quality's horrible.
Maybe
no one talks in the mic. You know, just it's what it is. You know, yeah. But cheers to you. We'll see you in the music segment of reactions. We got a lot of
music segment of reactions.
Reactions of music.
This is kind of the kind of sentence structure you've come to know and love here.
That's what it is. That's why you love Beer Night.
Yeah.
My stupid words mixing together.
Word salad.
Salad. There you go.
Word salad.
Cheers to you. We'll see you in music. Damn.